What up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Eric. I'm the founder of the Podcast Haven, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Zoom H6. It's really like the quintessential recorder, and there's people on the top of Apple's podcast charts that are using this recorder to record podcasts, and for good reason too. So let's take a closer look at its features. The Zoom H6 recording controls are very straightforward. You've got the record button, stop, pause, and rewind and fast forward. The LCD screen at the bottom of the unit is really bright and has great resolution. You can easily see the time code of your recording in bright red, which is great for keeping track of time when you're podcasting. The Zoom H6 has 4 XLR inputs, each one with 46.5 decibels of gain. As you can see, each channel has its own gain knob, which moves smoothly when cranked left or right. To enable tracks for recording, you simply select buttons 1 through 4. There's also a detachable stereo mic on top of the unit. This thing is a condenser microphone. I don't really recommend you record podcasts with this. However, if you do some sound design or if you do Foley for your podcast, this is a great option. Again, it's got a knob here that you can crank to raise or lower the gain. The headphone output is located on the bottom of the left side. Something I've noticed on my H6 is that the headphone output can produce some white noise depending on how loud I crank it. The SD card slot is above the headphone jack on the bottom left of the recorder. It records directly to SD, SDHC, and SDXC cards, up to 128 gigs. Another great feature of this recorder is you can record up to 24-bit 96 kilohertz audio in WAV file. To get access to all the controls within the LCD screen, you select the menu button on the right side of the recorder. Here you can choose what folder you'd like to record into, as well as adjust some audio processing signals. Each of these audio parameters can be applied to a single track, multiple tracks, or all of the tracks. There's an option for phantom power, a low cut filter to cut some of the low end out of your sound, compression, and limiting. As you can see, the Zoom H6 really packs a punch when it comes to podcasting. There's all the options you would need to record a high fidelity, great sounding podcast. Obviously, it's going to depend what microphone you pair with it. I recommend a dynamic microphone. Really, those are the only mics you should be using when you podcast, but there's going to be plenty of gain. There's multi-track recording. You can control levels on each individual track. You can add audio processing. You can record environments outside in the field or sound effects. It mounts to any tripod. You can see here, mine's got a little wear and tear. I like to mount it onto a tripod. Really, it's just a great device. It's about the size of my hand right here. It's lightweight. And if you're looking for an option that you can take to an office, to your buddy's garage, wherever you record, you're gonna get a solid sound with it. I recommend this recorder. The one thing I think Zoom could improve upon is the headphone output. But other than that, it's a great unit with great features and a great value. If you're looking to learn more about podcasting, would love for you to subscribe to the channel. I'm gonna keep pumping out video reviews. My podcast is up, it's called Clipped, and Clipped is a podcast where I teach you how to podcast. I'm giving you podcast tools, resources, education. I'm bringing on my podcast industry pals, and we're gonna be talking about everything that you need to know to start, grow, and monetize a podcast. Check it out. Thanks for rocking with me.